2:17 a.m. My phone buzzes. Not a text, a delivery ping. Your order is on its way. Bro, I didn't order anything. I'm broke and I'm asleep. That's my whole personality right now. I swipe it. It buzzes again. Driver's at your door. Cool, except my building has no buzzer and nobody knocked. I check the app. Driver photo is just a black square. Name field says a single dash. Order, fried rice, beef chow fun, extra egg noodles. I'm vegetarian. I've never touched beef in my life, but my stomach growls like it already knows the taste. I open the door. Bag on the mat, steaming, no driver, no footsteps, no elevator ding, nothing. Receipt says paid, ghost currency in ink that looks hand-dipped. I laugh. Okay, uninvited food. Very normal Tuesday, and snap a pic for the group chat. Someone left this, do I eat it? Replies come in fast. Pause? That's how demons recruit. Now put it back before it puts you back. Solid advice. I fridge it instead. Light flickers when I close the door. And for half a second, my reflection in the glass smiles before I do. I don't feel my own face move. My charging cable, the dead one with the cracked sheath, I've been meaning to toss since February, is coiled on the floor like it crawled there. I never touched it tonight. Phone lights up one more time. Order complete. Thank you, Mrs. Chen. I don't know a Mrs. Chen. I also don't remember the last time I actually felt my heartbeat, which is a weird thing to notice at 2 a.m. So I put my hand on my chest just to check. It's there, probably. I turn the phone off and lie in the dark. And for the first time all night, I notice how quiet my own breathing is. Not scary quiet, missing quiet, like static with the volume all the way down. I tell myself it's nothing. I've told myself that before. I just can't remember when. At some point I get up for water, and the hallway mirror does this thing where my reflection lags half a second behind me. I stand there testing it, wave, wave, and blame tired eyes. The fridge hums louder than usual. The takeout bag sitting perfectly still inside, receipt facing up like it wants to be read again. I don't open it. I go back to bed and pull the blanket over my head like I'm 12. Like that ever worked on anything real. Same time next night. Same ping, same order, same bag, except this time I don't open the door. I watch through the peephole. Hallway's empty. I blink and the bag's just there, like it skipped the part where it arrives. I grab it. New edition, a handwritten note in red ink. Eat it. You'll need the energy. Cute. I trash the whole bag and call the restaurant myself, ready to go off. Guy picks up and goes quiet when I give my address. Sir, that building's been vacant 2 years. We don't deliver there. I laugh. I live here, genius. And he says, we've had calls from this number for weeks. Sounds like an old woman. Same order every night. I tell him I'm 24 and male. Longer silence. We know. That's why we stopped picking up. Calls kept coming anyway. I hang up and check my call log. I dialed that restaurant at 2:14 a.m. every night this week. I have zero memory of any of those calls. My thumb apparently does. I text Maria, my one friend who doesn't ghost a crisis. She replies instantly, too instantly. Just 3 words. I already know. Before I can ask what that means, my phone dies at 71% battery, which has never happened in my life. When it reboots, the message thread only shows her side. Mine are gone, like I never sent them. Like she answered a question I hadn't asked yet. I noticed the busted charging cable, wrapped once around my left wrist, snug like a hospital band. I don't sleep with cables. I don't even use that one. I peel it off and the skin underneath is raw and pink. Like it's been there for hours, not minutes. In my dark phone screen, I catch my own reflection. Swollen eyes, blown pupils, a face that looks like it hasn't slept in a year. Not a night! Behind me, just for a frame, a hunched shape in a floral nightgown stands in my kitchen, holding takeout. I spin around, empty, but the fridge is open, and the bag I threw out is back on the counter, steaming. Closer to the edge than I remember trash cans letting things travel. I check the trash can just to be sure I'm not losing it completely. It's empty. Not forgot to take it out empty, but wiped clean dry, no grease stain, like it was never used tonight at all. I call Maria for real this time, voice shaking. She doesn't sound surprised, which is somehow worse than if she'd panicked. You're giga-cooked, but okay, I'm coming, give me 10. 10 minutes pass. then 15. I text her the photo of tonight's bag out of habit, except when I open the thread. It's already there, sent at 2:14 a.m. A time I was definitely still on the phone with the restaurant. Under it hers, read 2:14 a.m. Same red receipt as the last 6 nights. I scroll up and every single photo shows the bag in a slightly different spot on my counter, like something's been rearranging it between shots I don't remember taking. Tonight's photo has the bag open, chopsticks sticking out and a note beside it. She's at your door. I look up. The peephole flickers with movement I can't name. The handle turns by itself, slow, deliberate. I grab a frying pan like that's ever stopped anything and back into the kitchen. The door cracks an inch and a small, withered hand slides through holding cash, red and gold. The kind you burn for the dead, not spend. It drops the bills and retreats. Door shuts, locks itself. A voice comes through the wood, thin as paper. Eat it. It's for you. The cash is ice cold, like it's been sitting in a freezer since it was printed. I flip it over, stamped in gold foil. February 14th, 1989, and a name, Mrs. Chen. I don't know that name, but I know that date. That's the day my grandmother died. She used to make me fried rice with extra egg and call me Little Rice. And I haven't said her name out loud in years. Not once, not even to Maria. My phone buzzes. It's Maria again, one new text. Sitting there like it's been waiting. I'm already here. I have been the whole time. Look outside. I don't look outside, not yet. I'm too busy noticing I haven't blinked in a while. And my eyes don't feel dry at all. Not itchy. Not tired. Nothing like they've stopped needing to. I set the phone down slowly. The way you'd set down something that might go off. And for a second, the apartment is so quiet I can hear my own pulse. Except I can't. I press 2 fingers to my wrist right where the cable had been, and I wait and wait and tell myself I'm just counting wrong. I finally look. The street's empty, except a delivery bike parked dead under the lamppost. Driver hunched over the handlebars, hood up, not moving. Glowing sign on the front, ghost delivery. That's not Maria's ride. That's not anyone's ride. I back away from the window, and the fridge light flickers on its own. And in the microwave glass, I see her, an old woman. Teeth yellowed, eyes gone fully black, pointing one bent finger at the bag on my counter. The smell hits harder than it should, and I'm hungry in a way that isn't hunger, it's a pull. Like my body's remembering something my brain refuses to. I reach for the chopsticks and stop myself an inch away. Behind me, close enough that I feel cold breath on my neck. She whispers, "You already ate it." 7 nights ago. You just don't remember. Everything goes black for a stretch I can't measure. Not sleep black. Not blink black. More like the lights going out on a room I'm still standing in. I come to on the kitchen floor. The container empty, chopsticks scattered. My mouth tasting like soy sauce, garlic, and something coppery underneath it. My stomach is uncomfortably full. Stuck to the bottom of the container is a receipt. Order 4-4, ghost currency, eaten by you, timestamped 2:17 a.m. 7 days ago. My phone says 2:17 a.m. right now. Same night on a loop. And I finally do the math. I've been avoiding, the calendar says, February 14th, her anniversary. The app was never sending me anything. I was the one calling. My grandmother's ghost has been answering that phone since 1989. Cooking, delivering, keeping the line open. And Maria's texts weren't texts. They were her reading messages I sent from somewhere I don't currently occupy. The cable around my wrist was never a charger. It was a line, a feed, a vein running the wrong direction, out instead of in. I laugh once, this hollow sound that doesn't even sound like my voice, because it's the only reaction left that makes sense. 7 nights of proof stacked in front of me, and I spent every one of them arguing with a delivery app about a beef order I never wanted. When the real question the whole time was so much simpler. Whose body have I actually been walking around in? My arm has a fresh puncture mark on the inner elbow, and older ones underneath it healed, that weren't there yesterday. That couldn't have been there yesterday. I don't do drugs. I've never touched a needle. I start crying, not from fear, from understanding. She's been keeping me here, feeding a version of me that should have already left, because she couldn't stand to cook for no one anymore. And I was the only grandchild who'd still eat what she made. Love, it turns out, can also be a leash. The app pings one last time with a photo attached. Me, a sleep takeout bag by my head, chopstick still in my hand, and her hand smoothing my hair back like I'm 8 years old again. I wasn't asleep in that photo. I was dead. Had been for 7 nights. Since the first bag, since the first bite, since whatever gave out in my chest while I stood in this exact kitchen. She just wouldn't let me go. Kept ordering, kept delivering, kept feeding a body that had already finished its job, so neither of us would be alone with it. I pick up the last container. The food still steaming, impossibly after all this time. Her reflection in the microwave glass is thinner now, translucent at the edges, and she's crying too. I never meant to keep you. I was just so alone. I eat the last bite. Everything goes soft and black and warm, and I feel her hand on my cheek. Thank you, little rice. You can sleep now. I wake up in my own bed, 7 a.m., sunlight, no bag anywhere. Only a container in the fridge labeled, "For you, from Grandma." And I eat all of it without hesitation. Maria never mentions the missed calls. I never ask. Some nights I still hear a landline ring that I don't own, and a voice asks if I'm ready to order. I say I can't, not yet. She says okay, and that she'll wait. I don't know if she means for my next order or for me. I used to think being haunted meant something chased you. Turns out sometimes it just sets a place for you at the table, every night, and never stops believing you'll come home to eat it. Either way, I'm still the one who answers.